My name is Cindy Schuett, and I'm a senior interior designer at Strang. I think interior design is important because it is the culmination of all the different disciplines that we include at Strang. So you have each of your engineering fields as well as architecture, and you're bringing them all together to make sure everyone is coordinated, but then also that it's a beautiful space. It could be perfectly functional in every way, but that extra aspect of beauty is an important part that is really what you experience at the end of the day when you were to walk into the space. As an interior designer, I integrate with architecture and engineering every day. That could be with coordination of the multiple disciplines all flying in a ceiling space. How do we make that look tight and put together, but also function for everyone with all of their requirements? I think a lot of times interior designers end up playing a referee to the multiple disciplines, and they all have their goals, and we all have to work together to come up with a cohesive concept at the end of the day that looks nice. So we end up weighing the wants, needs, and desires of all of the team members as well as the client to come up with a good solution. I have a couple different areas I look for inspiration. I think any good designer is drawing off of their own life experiences. So that's a starting point for if you're designing a restaurant. What's the feeling I like to have when I go into a restaurant? So for my own personal experience, I want to design a space that I would enjoy. I also look to nature. I think that's an obvious clue that most people feel very comfortable in nature, and we have biological ties to nature. So to draw upon that with whatever space you do in the concepts of biophilia and well design, it makes sense to look to nature as well. I would want people to know that interior design is more than aesthetics. I think that a lot of what we actually end up doing is about 90% coordination, 10% finish selection. So the idea that we're focused on the aesthetic is inaccurate in most cases, and oftentimes we end up spending most of our time working together with other team members and clients to balance all of their goals to create a cohesive environment. I think a lot of people are drawn to the fields of both architecture and interior design because it's a mix of the left brain and the right brain, and the technical with the creative, and you never have to focus on one specific aspect. Every day is different, so you can choose your own adventure, I suppose.